Everyone starts with nothing. And every founder you see who's achieved some modicum of success has had to overcome tremendous obstacles to do it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that so many of us, myself included, often think this way at some level. We look at what others have, and we think, that's great for them, but I couldn't do that because many excuses. How many times have we all said something like that? At one time or another, I've had many doubts about myself. I'd love to grow a startup, but I'm not an opportunity. I'd love to build a web app, but I have no idea how to code. I'd like to give my business a fighting chance, but I don't know any wealthy investors. Almost all of us have questions like this when we think about what we want to accomplish. There are a lot of inequalities in every society, and we have a long, long way to go, and a lot of work to do, to solve that problem. It kills me to see it, and frankly, I don't know the answer for how to fix it. Do you or I have the same opportunities as the founder of a big, successful company? Of course not. They've spent years working hard to grow their business and create those opportunities. They've broken through the barriers that lay in front of you now, but instead of comparing ourselves to them and thinking about why we can't, let's study them and figure out how we will. It's a mindset shift that I've had to work hard to make because, like many people, jealousy and excusitis come pretty naturally to me. But when you turn those excuses into challenges that you're motivated to overcome, you change the way you approach your business and your life. This turns out very dangerous to us. Living a life filled with excuses is only a gateway to failure and shows a high level of irresponsibility. There are really no excuses needed to live a successful life. A successful life, I think, is a life that enables the individual live happily and genuinely make positive impact on the lives of many others. To really become successful and happy individuals, we must stop making excuses to explain any unfavorable situation we may find ourselves. Making excuses only implies that our situation is justified by the excuse. Therefore, whenever you make an excuse, you simply say, "This is the reason why I am here. I cannot do anything about it." A life of no excuses is the life of a bold winner. A bold winner doesn't make excuses and hardly talks about our negative or unfavorable situation. Expert bold winners are even oblivious of adverse situations. They make no excuses, but rather continue to press for their desired goals, dreams, targets, and aspirations. They understand that excuses are for losers. A winner needs no excuse. They focus on winning, and they don't need excuses to win. We've all experienced disappointment. You don't get the promotion you wanted. You fail a test. An important relationship crumbles. When it happens, you have two choices for how to respond. You can ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Or you can tell yourself, it wasn't my fault. There was nothing I could have done. If you choose the second option, you're doomed. The more excuses you make, the worse you perform. But why? Making excuses now has a cascading effect on how you behave in the future. An excuse is a way to externalize failure. Blame it on something else. We've all done it, and we all know why we do it. It makes you feel better. But when you externalize failure, it also makes you feel like the outcomes in your life are out of your control. When you lack control, it's difficult to find motivation, work harder. Why bother if you're not in charge? When you lack motivation, your performance suffers. The chain reaction that follows an excuse ensures failure not just now, but spiraling into the future as well. Of course, that's just one path. You can take another. Think success, don't think failure. At work, in your home, substitute success thinking for failure thinking. When you face a difficult situation, think, I'll win, not I'll probably lose. When you compete with someone else, think, I'm equal to the best, not I'm outclassed. When opportunity appears, think, I can do it, never I can't. Let the master thought I will succeed dominate your thinking process. Thinking success conditions your mind to create plans that produce success. Thinking failure does the exact opposite. Remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think you are. Successful people are not supermen. Success does not require a super intellect, nor is there anything mystical about success. And success isn't based on luck. Successful people are just ordinary folks who have developed belief in themselves and what they do. Never, yes, never, sell yourself short. And the size of your success is determined by the size of your belief. Think little goals and expect little achievements. Think big goals and win big success. Remember this too. Big ideas and big plans are often easier, certainly no more difficult, than small ideas and small plans. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. If you've been making any recurrent excuses in your life, make it a point of duty today to quit and discard whatever excuses you may have in your life. It is limiting you and stalling your progress. Learn to take responsibility for whatever situation you find yourself and continue to do what you can to turn it around and get to your desired destination. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life.